Okay, we're live again. This time it should be working. Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning, ikke? Eller god morgen and good morning to those of you who are in Denmark. That's most of you, and to everybody in the US or anywhere else. Today I'm gonna eat bread. It's gonna be great. But first I have to. Better be walking for this. I have to give you guys an announcement, and I gotta admit I kind of feel uncomfortable talking about this, but I feel like I have to let you know. Liam and I, we no longer work together, and because of this, there's only one website that I'm referring to, and that website is Danish Mastery. Before it was Taste of Danish also, but that is only Liam now, and I am Danish Mastery. And it's sad, right? Like sometimes people have different ambitions, and you have to make some hard choices. And basically, that's what happened. And I feel like I have to tell you guys about it because it's true, and I want you to know what website to be on. And of course, that is Danish Mastery because I have nothing to do with Taste of Danish anymore. I'm not there, I am here. But I am also going to eat bread, and later I'm going to talk about a grammar point. Because when you're learning Danish, you're like, oh, there's a lot to learn. There's pronunciation, there's this grammar point, there's this grammar point. Like, there's so many things, and sometimes it's hard to know what to focus on. Like, you just don't know. You don't know what's important. And I get it, because there's like I and på and for and til and tror and synes and like the whole thing. And that's why in this video I'm going to tell you what you should focus on when you're a beginner, what the most important point is. Because it does make a difference, and it's not like, it does matter what you do first. But let's enjoy life a little bit. And I'll do it in Danish, of course, so you can learn something. Nu skal vi spise. Oh, you mean my bread? Yeah, that's brød, by the way. Dit brød, but thanks. Well, let's see. I didn't taste it yet. Jeg har ikke smagt det endnu. Didn't taste it yet. Lad os prøve. Let's try. Det her er bananbrød. I think this is banana bread. Let's see. Kind of dry. Det er lidt tørt. Den er okay. It's okay. Men ikke fantastisk. Definitely not fantastic. Det er sådan lidt tør i halsen. Kind of get you dry down here in the throat. Jeg tror, den er fra Tyskland. Oh, you're hungry now. That's great. Ja, måske sidder I og spiser morgenmad. Maybe you're sitting and having a breakfast now. Eller måske er I stadig i sengen. Maybe still in bed. It's like, oh, there's a video from Thomas. And like, great. Så det er rigtig godt. It's really good. What else we got? Ja, den her. This is... Jeg ved ikke, hvad den hedder. I don't know what this is called. Men den er god. It's good. Rosiner. Raisins. Jeg elsker rosiner. Love raisins. Hvad spiser I til morgenmad? What do you guys eat for breakfast? Er det måske cornflakes? Ja, cornflakes is cornflakes. Maybe that's it. Eller er det havregryn? Is it oats? Eller havregrød? Oatmeal? Grød is like porridge or pudding, in case you didn't know. Right? Grød er grød med fløde. And by the way, we never eat that. We just say to mess with you guys. We don't eat it. Grød med fløde. Den er god, den her. This one is good. Yeah, I Taiwan. I'm in Taiwan. Det ved I godt allerede. You already know that. Hvad så? Men jeg savner dansk brød. I miss Danish bread. Det gør jeg virkelig. I really do. Fordi fibre. Because fibers. Der er bare så mange fibre i dansk brød. Just so many fibers in Danish bread. Og det har min mave brug for. My stomach needs that. Ja. Men jeg er vel dansker. I'm a Dane after all. Så Taiwan er et dejligt land. Ja, godnat. Taiwan er et dejligt land. It's a nice country. Men de har ikke det rigtig gode brød her. They don't really have the really good bread here. Det er bare et faktum. It's just a fact. Sådan er det. That's how it is. Man må ofre sig. You have to sacrifice yourself. Give afkald på. Let go of something. Okay, this one. Den her. Det er kanel. Like some cinnamon. I think the cinnamon is inside. Indeni. Og glasur. Glasur, this is the white stuff. Like sugar, coated sugar, whatever. Den er god. Den er rigtig god. It's really good. I don't know Linkby. Linkby? No, I never heard of that. Okay. Den er god, den her. It's really good. Jeg skal have mere. I gotta get more. Oh yeah. While I'm just talking and translating. Yeah, I don't know that app. Sorry. Linkby. I heard of it. While I'm talking and translating, you don't have to watch. You can just like do other things because I'll be translating, so there's no subtitles anyway. Jeg er lidt tørstig. I'm a little thirsty. Det er vigtigt at drikke vand. It's important to drink water. Hver dag. Every day. Og lidt kakaomælk. Chocolate milk. 2. Har du aldrig lavet dit brød? Om jeg selv har lavet brød, if I made myself. Cacao milk. Chocolate milk. Yeah, notice the name will say cacao, right? Like that Korean app, Kakao Talk. It's kind of random what apps I know and what apps I don't. Yeah. Cacao, det er godt. Chocolate milk is good. Jeg skal have lidt mere glasur. A little more of this stuff. Glasur is, like I said, this white stuff, right? I'll probably make some dirty jokes about that. It's real sticky. The klister. Klister means it's sticky. Dejligt. Nå, vi har også lidt kød. We also have some meat. Det her er italiensk salami. Let's see. Italian salami. Good stuff here. Let's see. Det er det bedste. That's the best. God damn. Oh, det er dejligt kød. It's really nice meat. If you don't eat meat, then, you know. But if you do eat meat, hvis du spiser kød, så... Der er forskel på kvalitet. There's like difference in the quality. Der er noget kød, der smager fantastisk. Some meat that tastes amazing. Og så er der noget, der smager knap så godt. Something that tastes like less good. Right? Knap is like barely or less so. Så det er lidt forskelligt. Det er different. Det er fantastisk. Og ja, jeg glemte at vise jer. I forgot to show you. Rugbrød. Det her, det er rugbrød. Rye bread. I know that's a hard word to pronounce. Rugbrød. Ikke rugbrød. It's actually hard to say when you're chewing. Brød. Okay? Just imagine something that's like rocket. Like R-U-G. Rugbrød. Rye bread. Love it. Jeg elsker det. Lidt mere. I'm being clumsy here. Smager rigtig godt. Tastes really good. Det her, det er min frokost. It's my lunch. Det er en lidt sen frokost. It's kind of late lunch. Klokken den er 2. Ja, faktisk 8 minutter over 2. It's like 8 minutes past 2. Yes, that's PM, but you know, we don't use that damn military time in Denmark. 14:08, 14:08. Det er dejligt. Ja. Er I også sultne? Are you hungry too? Hvad kan man ellers spise til morgenmad? What else do you eat for breakfast? Bananer. Bananas. Mysli. Mysli is mysli. Med mælk. Eller yoghurt. Milk og yoghurt. Eller sojamælk. Sojamælk. Jeg kan faktisk godt lide sojamælk. I like soy milk. I'm not even a vegan or something, I just like it. Sojamælk. Men man skal vende sig til det. But you have to get used to it. Fordi det er sådan et... It's kind of like... Selv tak. Happy to hear that. Det er en lidt mærkelig smag i starten, ikke? Like at first it's kind of a weird taste. Det er jo ikke mælk det her. This is not milk. Men det er det. It is, right? Kommer bare ikke fra en ko. This doesn't come from a cow. Nej. Men altså, jeg elsker også tofu. I love tofu, so... Ja. Altså, jeg vil gerne spørge jer, and you can answer in real time, like I'm gonna ask you. Kan I godt lide at stå tidligere op? Do you like getting up early? Klokken 6, 7, 8. 8 er ikke så tidligt. 8 is not that early. Eller kan I godt lide at sove indtil klokken 11? Like sleeping until 11. Ja. Jeg kan godt lide at stå tidligere op. I like getting up early. Så føler man virkelig, at man udretter noget. You really feel like you're accomplishing something. Okay, cool. By the way, we say begge dele. Ja. Ja. Altså, det er en fordel, ikke? It's kind of like an advantage. Man føler, at man er forud, like you're kind of ahead. Sådan, jeg vågnede før de andre. I woke up before the other people. Like, det behøver ikke at være en konkurrence. It doesn't have to be a competition. Men det føles alligevel fedt. It still feels good. Like, great. Har lidt mere her. A really good investment. Sådan. Loyal fan right there. Det ved jeg, du er. I know you are. Ej, det er dejligt at stå tidligt op. Nice getting up early. Altså, når man er teenager, right? When you're a teenager, så er det fedt at sove længe. Like, it's awesome. Okay, then stay awake. Like, it's awesome staying up late, or waking up late. Just, yeah, jeg sov til klokken 10, it's slept until 10 o'clock. Okay, ja. Men er det sundt? But is it healthy? Jeg skal ikke prædike. I'm not gonna preach. Så jeg boede i Japan min første år. I lived in Japan my first year, and it's funny enough, Japanese flag right there. Der sov jeg også længe. I also slept late or long. Fordi jeg kunne, because I could. Jeg var bare doven. I was just lazy. Men jeg synes, at I think that dovenskab, laziness, det er ikke rigtigt det værd. It's not really worth it. Altså, det er sådan, kom nu, stå op, get up. And no, you can stay in bed if you want, but altså, det er bare for mig, ikke? Just for me. Så. Og jeg har en til ingrediens. Den her, I'm not advertising, I just really like it, okay? Tabasco. This is the shit. Sådan. Jeg kan godt lide Tabasco. I like Tabasco. Så jeg er lidt på flere brød. It's rather unusual. Haha, it's gonna burn a little bit. Look at that. Yeah. Det bløder. It's bleeding. Det blødende brød. The bleeding bread. Look tired when I bite. Den er lidt stærk. It's a little spicy. Tabasco. Så er man vågen. Then you're really awake. Skal have lidt mælk. A little bit of milk. Brød. That's bread. Yeah. Nice. Oh, by the way, brød also means broke. Like you broke the law. Jeg brød loven. Like I broke the law. So, two meanings. Banana stuff. Bananer er dejlige. Bananer er så nice. Jeg har ikke nogen rigtige bananer. I don't have any real bananas. Men jeg har det næstbedste. Jeg har the next best. Okay? Ups. Jeg er så klodset. I'm so clumsy. Det er søndag i dag. Sunday today. Jeg har ikke været i Mexico. I haven't been to Mexico. Jeg har været i Spanien. Spain, of course. Og jeg ved godt, at der er salsa og alle de her forskellige blandinger, like all these salsas and mixes, and goddamn, det brænder, it burns. Så. Men jeg er åben, så sådan er det. Og godnat. What was I talking about? How to remember. Nå, men det er dejligt. Stærk mad. Altså, tak for det, Annie. Stærk mad er dejligt. Det giver dig noget energi. It gives you energy. Når du spiser noget, der er stærkt, when you eat something that's spicy, notice that stærk is both strong and spicy, it's the same. Så når du spiser noget, der er stærkt, right? When you eat something that's spicy, så giver det sådan en lille sus, gives like a little rush. Det giver et lille kick. Yeah, we say kick in Danish too. It gives you a little kick. It gives, nice, energi. Ligesom citroner, like lemons. Så citroner, lemons, chili, that's chili, jalapeno is also chili. What else? Honning, that's honey. Right? Får du sådan lidt energi, det er rigtig fedt. Men er der mange af jer, der er tømmermænd? So a lot of you who are like hungover. Tømmermænd, that's the word for hangover. Dejligt. Tak for tilbuddet. Thanks for the offer. Nej. Men jeg ved, der er forskellige slags spansk. Like different kinds of Spanish. Det oplevede jeg i Madrid. I definitely experienced that in Madrid. Så der er nok ikke nogen af jer, der er tømmermænd. Probably none of you are having a hangover. Because if you were, fordi hvis I havde tømmermænd, så ville I sove. And you would be sleeping. Ja, det er sgu godt nok. That's cool. Alright. So, I'm also getting to some grammar here. Vi skal også have noget grammatik her. So I'm switching to full English now because this is like very explanatory. So in Danish, when you're learning, like I said before, you know, you can be confused sometimes. Like, should you focus on like prepositions like I and på and for and til and a and and ved? Yeah. Men mange tak. Thank you for that. Or should you focus on word order, structure, all that? And I would argue, having taught for 5 years, I would argue that inversion is absolutely number one. And it's one of those things where people, they kind of say, oh yeah, that sucks, or like, oh yeah, that's tricky, I get that wrong all the time. So I feel, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's this growing consensus among learners that it's okay to mess up on inversion, that it's okay to get it wrong, because it's something that everybody's struggling with. And I mean, it's good, like you can kind of, you know, cut yourself some slack and, you know, not be too hard on yourself. But it is something that's important, and it's actually not as difficult as you think. Maybe you just had a bad teacher. I'm not saying I'm the best teacher, but I will say that when you have like a big, is that sound? No. When you have a big classroom, when there's like 20 students and they're trying to explain something to all of you, some of you are gonna miss it, or they're gonna choose like some very dogmatic approach that just doesn't work. Cause I mean, it's free, right? It's basically free. So yeah, that's probably the reason why you didn't really master inversion yet. But it's so simple. And I'm gonna have to flip the camera in a second. I have a big screen with like some slides up there. Because inversion is, let me just flip it around so we can see, where's the goddamn, here it is, right? You can see it from a distance here. So, this is like so basic. Når solen skinner, smiler jeg. Right? When the sun shines, I smile. And there are different approaches to this. But what you can see is that we start with når, right? And når, let's move closer. Når is a conjunction. Right? Words like if, when, because, while, etc. Right? Like something that binds or connects sentences. So når is a conjunction. And when you start with a conjunction here, tuk, 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 then there is inversion in the second part. Sounds a little arbitrary, right? Well, there's another way to remember it. When the first part doesn't make sense on its own, and it doesn't, right? Like think about it. Når solen skinner, when the sun shines. You'll be like, yeah, then what? And you're like waiting for a completion or some continuation. When that doesn't make sense on its own, I'm very passionate about this because it's important, then boom, inversion in the second part, right? That's the rule. Når solen skinner, boom, smiler jeg. Exactly. Now, if I said jeg smiler, if I started with that, then there's no inversion, right? Jeg smiler, når solen skinner. Because then, let's imagine this. Jeg smiler. This first. Når solen skinner. This would be in the middle. Eh? Then there's no inversion. It's kind of a primitive way of showing it like this. But it gets the point across. And it's the same. Let's flip again. When you have a word like hvis. Eh? Hvis det er rigtigt, så er det godt. If that is true, it is good. Eh? Oh, that's good. So if you have like hvis, fordi, når, da, mens, all these conjunctions, if you start with those, you have inversion in the second part. Right? I'll flip it again, just in case anyone new joined this stream. Right? Når solen skinner, smiler jeg. Very good. Right? Not jeg smiler. We don't want to hear that. I mean, I know why you do it, right? Because in English and most other languages, you have a different system. But in Danish, nope. We have a different set of rules to play by. Is this even? Yeah, more or less. Great. So that's it. Then some of you hear about inversion, and then you kind of do the opposite of what you're supposed to. And I have an example of that. Like if I want to say, oh, when I was young, I liked fish. All right. Of course, that would be da jeg var ung. Okay. Da jeg var ung, kunne jeg godt lide fisk, ikke? Og kunne jeg lide fisk. Da jeg var ung, kunne jeg godt lide fisk. So the inversion happens in the second part. Ikke? Kunne jeg godt lide. That's when the verb kind of dominates or comes first. In the first part, ikke? Da jeg var ung, there's no inversion. And I hear sometimes students make this mistake, and I'm not sure why. I think it's just like there's a glitch in our brain sometimes when we're learning languages, where we hear the right solution and then we just swap it up. Like, it's the exact opposite of what we're supposed to do. I'll flip the camera again, and you'll see this one. We don't want to hear this. Da jeg var ung. Eh? That's the right way. But this is, da var jeg ung. Oh, it hurts to see that. Eh? Da var jeg ung. No. Da jeg var ung. Eh? The first part, no inversion. Eh? And here, there is inversion. So of course, the kunne comes before the jeg. Let's do that again, slowly. So, da jeg var ung. Because it's the first part. So there is no inversion here. After the comma, there is inversion. Kunne jeg godt lide fisk. Okay? So that is the rule. And you also have inversion when you have words like selvfølgelig, of course, desværre, unfortunately, like all these adverbs. Anything that kind of anything that kind of colors the sentence. Eh? If you don't know what an adverb is, that is something you also need to learn. Eh? But basically adverbs, an adverb is anything that's not a noun, a verb, or an adjective, eh? Or a pronoun, or of course a name. So that's it. Yeah, and it's really simple. I just wish that more people knew this because it's so basic. I made a few videos about it, as you can see. But master this. Right? Also, if you have a preposition, I or på, something like that. Right? Like I dag. Doesn't matter that it's like physically in something. We say I dag. Right? I dag skinner solen. I dag skinner solen. Not I dag solen skinner. No. Right? Or i går. I går var jeg fuld. Yesterday I was drunk. Right? I går var jeg fuld. Yesterday I was drunk. So, it's very important you do that. Right? Inversion after prepositions. Right? And when we have these conjunctions, there's only inversion when the conjunction comes at the first sentence. Like, da jeg var ung. Like, when I was young. Or, når du kommer hjem. When you get home. Or, hvis det er sandt. If it is true. That is when we use inversion. And you gotta use it the right way, because it's really simple. It's really simple. Great. Let's see if I covered that. I think I have so much else to say about inversion. No. I mean, well, one last thing. Like a student once said, inversion is kind of like, in the second part, like it's a question. Når du kommer hjem, drikker du vin. When you come home, you drink wine. Right? If you look at the second part, drikker du vin is like, drikker du vin? Do you drink wine? Right? On its own, that sounds like a question. So that's another way that you can look at inversion. Inversion. I've been dealing with this for 5 years. Okay, super. So that's pretty much all of that. But I have one practical announcement. This is maybe not relevant to so many of you, but I just want to clarify some stuff. On the website, Danish Mastery, I see some people texting me, some of them are kind of worried or some are just confused, that it's like a recurring thing that, oh Thomas, it's a monthly subscription, I don't want to pay that. Or maybe they already bought and they think they're gonna have to pay again, but they don't. It's a one-time thing, right? It's a one-time purchase. That's the whole idea. Because subscriptions are okay, but I'm more about like owning access because it's online, right? Like you pay once and you own it forever. Like new videos, new materials, whatever, you own it. You don't have to pay again. And I just want to say this in case anyone is thinking about getting the videos and the PDFs, but they're like, I don't know about that recurring thing, man, like monthly. No, it's not monthly. It's just a one-time thing, right? So if that's holding you back, then you should know that it's just one time. All right. There's not much more to say. Der er ikke mere at sige. Måske lige spise lidt brød. Eat some bread. Og lidt kød. And some meat. Barbarisk. Barbaric. Jeg elsker altså virkelig kakaomælk. I really love chocolate milk. Hvad kan I godt lide at drikke? What do you like to drink? Vodka. Eller vand. That's water, of course. Juice. That's also juice. Oh yeah, since I'm already here and you're here, a little bonus. Do you know there's a difference between saftevand and juice? So in Danish, what we have like saftevand, you probably see it in the supermarket. Tuborg, that's it, right? Tuborg, it's a, oh, you distracted me there. Saftevand is basically what you mix. It's like you have this concentrate of juice, maybe it's like strawberry or whatever, like lemon, could be anything. You mix it with water, maybe like 20% juice and 80% water, something like that. And so it's usually a concentrated mix. So this is saftevand. Whereas juice, that's, juice, like you buy it and you don't have to mix it. And it's like closer to the real thing. Might be pretty fake still, but it's closer to the real thing. So that's the difference between saft and saftevand, right? And what is, well, juice and saftevand rather. Because what is saft? Well, saft is just juice, but that's like when you have the fruit, like let's say you have the strawberry and it's coming out, and you're like, oh, saften kommer ud, the juice is coming out, right? But it's not like you would drink it. I mean, you can, but you wouldn't. So that's the difference there. There's a lot of those small words. And this is the kind of stuff that I also answer in the WhatsApp group that some of you might have heard of. And maybe some of you are already in there. For anyone who also get the videos, you also get access to the WhatsApp group where almost daily I'm like, oh, there's a little question I have to answer, what is the difference between erfaring, and oplevelse, og synes, og tror, og ved, og kender, gør, og laver, like all these kind of things. Because sometimes, like I probably mentioned before, I don't have time to make a video about every small thing because editing takes time too, and it's just me, it's a one-man army. So I just have this little WhatsApp group, although it's actually growing. Stuff can be diluted. That's awesome, yeah. I get distracted way too easily. But yeah, so like I have this group so people can ask questions and I can just get back to you. I don't have to make a whole video about it. No offense, but sometimes like really nice just giving an answer very briefly. So yeah, not much more to say. You should join. Thank you guys. Tak fordi I så med. Thank you for watching. And may the force be with you or whatever. I love Star Wars, so. Vi ses. Hej hej.